Let's look at the following numerical problem. Today is your 20th birthday. In 3 years, you're planning to deposit $10,000 in your bank account at 10.5% annual interest rate. How old will you be when the money in your account triples? Let's start with the timeline. Let's draw this line. This is where we are right now. This is year 0. And you are 20 years old. Then in 3 years, let's mark it as year 3, you're going to deposit $10,000 in your bank account. And somewhere here, and this is what we need to figure out. 1 second. Let's change the color to red. Somewhere here, you will have 3 times more money. What is 3 times more than 10,000? $30,000, right? How about we do it in 2 steps? First, we can figure out how long it will take us to have our $10,000 grow to $30,000. And then, as the second step, we can figure out how old you will be at the time. So $10,000 times 1 plus the interest rate, which is 10.5%, so 0.105, raised to the power of the number of years, which is what we need to calculate, and that should be equal to $30,000, right? The best way to solve it is in the financial calculator. Let's bring it up. Turn it on. Let's first change the number of decimal places. Let's increase it from the default number of 2 to, let's say, 6. You press the button second, then format. Now change the number to, let's say, 6, and then press enter. Now if you turn the calculator off and turn it back on, it will be rounding your answers to 6 decimal places. Let's begin. $10,000 is our initial amount of money, the principal amount. You press 10,000 and then tell the calculator that this is our present value. So you press the PV button. Then we need to enter $30,000. You press 30,000. Because 10,000 was set as a positive value, we need to change 30,000 to a negative number. You press the plus/minus key and then the future value, FV button. And the third thing we know is the interest rate every year, 10.5. Then save it as the interest per year. Press I/Y button. And what we need to compute is the number of years. Press compute N. 11.003141. Let's write it down. 11.003141 years, right? And this is the answer to step 1 of our calculations. So approximately 11 years. And this means we can now answer our question. How old are you today? 20. 3 years later, the deposit will be made. So you add 3 more years. And then you add 11 years that will take for your money to triple. So plus another 11, which equals 34. So you are 34. You will be 34 years old when you will have $30,000 in your bank account. One interesting thing to realize is that it actually doesn't even matter how much money you're going to deposit. If you pick anything else instead of $10,000 and then make that pick number triple, you will get exactly the same answer. You will get approximately 11 years for the money to triple, which will give you 34 years old for the time when you have that amount in your bank account.